do that, we kind of need to understand the one force, the Satan, right? Now, it itself is not evil. It's a force. It's a natural force that exists within this world. And it allows you to kind of do almost anything. This is their magic integration, kind of beautifully done. So this force itself doesn't have intent, but clearly it can be wielded. It can be coerced. It can be even forced. Like that was his role. Like the males were more about taking that force and holding it down. You're gonna do what I want you to do with this. So it's the male half of this force, right? And it's active. It is the aggressive aspect of the true power. So it requires the other side. Dar requires surrender and having balance, right? Sadin requires you have to control this. It's the difference that they break apart along the gender lines that I'm not necessarily crazy about, but it's the story, so we're gonna stay consistent to it. And to channel it is not to kind of flow with the power. That's not what the guys are taught. They're not taught, hey, talk to the force, be sweet to it, coerce it. That's not what they say. They're like, you seize it, you dominate it, you force it into shape. So it becomes faster. It becomes more purely destructive. It is far more destructive, the male aspect, which is why initially they go out to fight the dark one, right? But we'll get to that later. And their margin for error is like minimal, right? Because there is no room for error. It's less forgiving in almost every aspect when you compare the male part to what the females actually were. So this is how the state, it was already an imbalance within the system, right? So we totally get that. Now at its peak, this Seidan enables the most powerful feats ever achieved by humans.